Yeah, so I was editing video and I realized that I had made a big old mistake when I put the impeller in. It's a really cool set of flywheel pullers that I got from Wonder Woman's Island. I don't remember the brand, but it's got just about everything. And I went ahead and labeled the ones that I use the most, which is right now Z50 and the Beta. Beta takes a... The way the flywheel puller works is it's got threads on the inside. Thread the puller in, and then use one wrench to hold the puller and the other break the nut. If you got an impact, you can usually just stick it on there and buzz it right off without even holding the puller. Get held up pretty good. Well, how do you like that? There's even more corrosion in here now. Where the hell did that come from? Okay, well, the world's worst snap ring pliers. Still useful somewhat. I don't see how I could have missed that as long as I've had this thing apart as much as I've worked on it. You can see the set screw. Trouble getting it off next time if there's a next time. Alright, now we put it back together. I'm pretty proud of that gasket. That thing looks much nicer than I remembered when I first made it. God, it's so freaking hard. Crankshaft and the flywheel both hate the flywheel key. Neither will accept it. They both reject it. I got it that time. Alright. Oh! No! Oh! I forgot to put the gasket on. These are the bottom cradles of the frame. They're removable, which is weird. And as you can see, all the trowsing they've been doing over the years has knocked all the paint off. Paint is like chipping off, so I'm just going to knock it on off. And then hopefully AutoZone sells frame and roll bar paint in white. Yeah, it's disgusting. I really need to get my parts washer set back up. But there's a little bit of this corrosion in here. It's not too bad. I'm going to try filling this up with apple cider vinegar like I did the apple cider. I'm going to try filling this up with the apple cider vinegar like I did the engine block, and see if I can soak out some of this corrosion. Ah. Yes, I knew that was going to happen. Really need to find a flashlight. I got the vinegar up to here, up to there in the funnel. It'll leak out of there for sure. Up to there and all the way up to there. So I think I got this thing pretty well coated in vinegar. Whoops. You mother... I like using apple cider vinegar for these cleaning projects because I don't have to worry about where I'm putting it like I would acetone or acid, but it stinks. And I use this as my home office, and in the morning it's going to smell pretty strong in here. Good. One more project for the series is putting grout in between these tiles. I built this table out of a really slick kitchen cabinet that came out of the house. It stores all my really important stuff like a rear tire to a mini trail, some Kyosho parts for some reason. Here's a mini trail seat, mini trail wheels, a used seat cover that's cracked, and some two-stroke oil for the jet ski. Big jug of acetone. Yeah, it's really important to keep that stuff handy like that. Oh wow, QA50 parts. Got to remember that crap. These threads is kind of dicked up, I guess. It won't start. And it probably clean up eventually, but I'm going to run the tap through it. Looks like the hole goes all the way through the bottom. Looks like the threads go all the way through the bottom. And tap it from the bottom. I think these might have had some kind of thread locker in them too. Yeah. He's cutting. That might have been cross-threaded. Should not be cutting that much thread. I'm really glad I started at the bottom. Good God. Are you getting this? Yeah, I thought I was going to get a bunch of thread locker out of it, but I was not expecting all that metal. I don't know if that thing was just tapped with a different miner, or if it had been cross-threaded at some point in its life. But that was a lot of metal that came out of there. It seems like I just cleaned the carburetor a couple years ago. But check this crazy thing out. It's a Makuni. I don't see any numbers on it. Yeah, I've never seen a carburetor like this. The floats are not connected to each other. Oh, I'm glad I took this apart. This thing's all stuck together. The floats are not connected to each other. They rise up and down independently against the main needle. Here we go. Okay, yeah, no, they slide up and down on these pins. And it must be some kind of trials thing. Maybe it helps it run on its side or something. Ew, gross. Ew. I may have to get the impact. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's all sludgy in there. Got some varnish inside there. It actually doesn't smell too bad. The needle's a little bit stuck in the seat. Other than that, it doesn't look too bad. I can actually see through the needle valve there. Yeah, I can see right through that. Good deal. Ugh. Yeah, if you want to live dangerously, work on your carburetor on a cutting board that's sitting over a garbage can. Well, the nice thing about the two strokes is I guess the lubricating oil doesn't come up, let the varnish come up the carbs too bad. Yeah, definitely got some clogs. Let's see if we can get this one clear. I guess that's the pilot jet, but it sure does seem to be completely stopped up. Try opening up the originator. There we go. I think I just had the straw in too far. Try that with the originator closed. I guess that needle's just for the enrichener. Never seen one like this. So this is the idle screw here. I'm guessing that this is the idle jet adjustment. I think I'm going to pull that out. Alright. It is currently half one. It's exactly one turn out. Doubt that'll make it onto the camera. Good. Guess that's everything with the main. Just go ahead and pull that out. It's kind of a handy little tool. It's got a 1/8 on one side, 3/16 on the other. For a little work like this, where you just need a couple of sizes. Kind of a neat little socket or ratchet set. Whoa, did not notice that. Alright, let's see if that's open. I'd say it is. Go ahead and put this in there before I forget how it went. Gosh, I've already forgotten how it went. Let's see. Little plate thing. Is this up or down? Got a 50% chance of getting that right. I lost. Well, I hope I didn't dick that up too much. I'm definitely not used to a carburetor. Oop, it comes apart like this. Most of the carburetors I work on are the small Hondas, small Honda 4-stroke. So, and they're also very old. Not that mid-90s is all that new. So this tube for the needle jet, I guess it's indexed. It does have a slot there. Don't see, oh, there is a feature down in the bottom. When you're making a YouTube instructional video, you should probably know what the hell you're doing instead of just figuring it out. This isn't a YouTube instructional video. This is a time capsule. But hopefully it's inspirational. It certainly is to me, because I really got to get these projects finished. And I've been wanting to ride this bike forever. Bought it 5 years ago, and I've never ridden it. I've had it running briefly. I've oiled and varnish. Of course, there's a little bit of varnish in it too. Okay, a lot of varnish in it. At least it's not in the holes. Alright, this thing is disgusting. I assume it's mostly oil, but I guess it's also dirt, rust. Let's see if the overflow's clear. Good. So as I was saying, this thing has the oddest floats. It's 2 separate floats, each ride on these pins. They've got a little pin sticking out of the side here, which presses on the lever thing. I'm sure that has a name. That closes the main jet. Okay, I'm almost certain that this was together when I took it apart. That is upside down. Alrighty. Turns out, when you put it together correctly, it goes right together. He says as he puts it together incorrectly again. Okay. Alright, until you're reunited with the cable, that's going to do it for our carburetor. Here the float's just a little bit in there. Alright, so I tried to tighten up the flywheel bolt. It says it needs 140 Newton meters, which is 103 foot-pounds. That's the part that I remember. I got it up to 80 foot-pounds, but I didn't have the leverage to hold the back of the motor down to get it all the way tight, so I went ahead and put the cover on it anyway. We'll have to do that once it's in the bike. But I thought I'd let you enjoy me torquing the head bolts. There you go. Who doesn't like hearing a torque wrench click? I am guessing 18 Newton meters. I still don't have a torque chart for this bike or the engine or anything. Alright, 13.25 foot-pounds. I'll start them off at 10 and then run it up to 13.25. Okay, this thing has the lightest click. It's a Lexavon torque wrench. It has the lightest click, so I was actually clicking it and missed it. Alright, so here we go. That does not seem like a lot. Alright. And to be fair, I'm just going by a thread that I saw for a different Beta, a later model. It was the one that said it was 18. I think if you look, the M8 bolts, capped heads, is more like 25 Newton meters. So that may not be enough. I'm gonna have to find a torque chart, but for now, head's on, flywheel's on. It's not completely torqued. Cover's on. We can start putting the engine back together. Got the reed valves. I need to be cleaned. Oops. And installed. Obviously, I wanted to get it back in the frame, but the frame didn't have forks or swing arm. We'll get into that later. Intake is one of the few parts that I've seen that you can actually still buy from a company in Europe. I don't know what happens to them to make them need to be replaced, but it's a very specific part. It'd be hard to duplicate. I'm not a two-stroke guy, so I don't know much at all about reed valves. So I'm just going to treat these as gentle as I can and hope I don't mess them up. Or hope that they're not already messed up. Gosh, I wonder if these have an up and a down. If I had to clean off the dirt, I would know. Alright, now what I should do is clean this all up, soak it in whatever you soak aluminum in. Sit here and polish it out until a real nice shine. It's not gonna happen. Gonna get a scrub. It will be functional and mostly clean. And these are not the best welds I've ever seen. They're better welds than I weld. They're not dressed. That's a nice one. Look there. Some of them look like chewing gum though. Yeah, thank goodness I have that parts diagram. I have no idea what this was.
Holy cow, that's 40 pounds of butt and 30 pound butt capacity tank.
This is actually cleaning up a lot easier than I thought it was going to. It's like an ABS plastic, but stuff doesn't really stick to it like it seems to on my dirt bikes. That's it for this video. Thanks for making it this far. If you didn't get enough of that carburetor, it'll be making cameos in future videos. Please like and subscribe.
Turned to Tommy and there was 4 of them.
Oh! God, I just got that joke.